world. I'm turning on the live video because I just want to be with you and move some of this medicine that's moving through my being right now out into the world. Just feeling a deep sense of presence as huge waves of transformation are happening. And the wisdom that all shadows are just teaching us how to breathe. All shadows are just teaching us how to breathe. Hi. It's so good to be here. When I follow the wisdom of all shadows are just teaching me how to breathe, then I meet the patterns. And I feel so much energy wanting to move through my body. And it's like this fine line that it's either I'm like gonna take myself down with a pattern of judgment and just the toxic patterns of punishment and self-hate, and you make mistakes and you didn't do it right, and there was your opportunity to be of service, and look, you didn't, and just that edge, so, like this, trying to pull me into its gravity, but just this breath, so much charge to a breath of shadow, when we feel the shadow. And the medicine that shadow is just teaching me how to breathe, and I breathe into this charge in my body, and I hold this line. And instead of going down that path and letting myself take myself into suffering, I veer into this, oh my God, there is something that's moving through me. I have to open my voice. I have to sing. Today I grabbed Theo and was like, I need to do some breath work right now. And I laid down, and I was already crying before he came in the room, like already in breath. And by following the breath, just took myself through so many layers of rage and self-hate, and really rage and self-hate, I think and it was scary there for a moment because it didn't feel like it was gonna let go. And even though I was breathing and feeling, it just was like, fuck, I'm sick with this self-hate. I can't, and the guidance just had me softening and calling on the Divine Mother and forgiveness. And it really wasn't until I reached out my hand to Theo and just made contact with him that this mother-child circuit was connected. And such an, oh my God, the level of just down to that baby part of myself, that most wounded, like the core of the suffering that just didn't think it mattered, that my life doesn't matter, and all of the layers of archetypal and behavioral programming that went in to protect that little self, that I cracked into those layers and get down to just this place of so much presence with the pain and my heart is like exploding. And of course also the channel of my yoni all the way up my central column, up into my heart, and then up through my entire body, just all the way through my being, just ripping through, just pure forgiveness, pure peace, really. Thank you. Yeah. It's powerful to share this journey together. It's so humbling. I think a big thing that's dying in me is self-righteousness. And that it's a death, right? Like, death is real. Death is scary, and there's this letting go that's happening of a self-concept, of a self-identity. And I've heard people talk about this, and Lauren, like, you are such an embodiment of that just unbridled presence and self-expression, and all of you are such incredible inspirations in the way that each of you, like, I'm scrolling through the people who I'm seeing here, have just touched my life in such powerful ways. And to have been cloaked, like, I feel like I've been living behind a shroud of my own, conditioning and constructs that I've known about, and I've been deconditioning and defragmenting. I've been doing from, but there's those moments of real embodiment where we get down to those places of real, true, lasting transformation, and I guess death, to where now I get to look forward into my life, and I get to feel who I get to be when I've let go of self-righteousness as a way to protect my inner self-hate and judgment. It's just amazing to see these patterns so clearly, and to breathe my way through them, and continue to just intend for my service and my heart to just shine through and fucking relax. It's really nice to be witnessed right now in this, and thank you for just being reflections and being here and moving through your own. It's just so beautiful that we're all in this together. And I'm so curious, how people's journey has been recently, just with the eclipse cycle and with so much going on. Just sending so many stabilizing frequencies to you, and sharing that gift of the breath that all shadows are just teaching us to breathe. Yeah, I feel pretty complete with what I had to share. So, love you all. And I'll just wait a second if anyone has anything else to say, and we say goodbye. Deep bows. Thank you. Just feel my heart rippling. Yeah, grounding in a whole nother layer. Yeah. Thank you, beauties. I love you.
have a beautiful day.